A major AEW star is being discussed by WWE for a return. A WWE faction is believed to have split, and The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. Well, we'll see. We've got an update there. Some rather exciting news to kick this video off. I'm buzzing about this. I really hope it comes to fruition. A top name, not necessarily a top name in AEW, but a top name, as far as I'm concerned, one of the top names of all time, one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time.
I think when you have those discussions, he's way up there.
For sure. Yeah. We're talking about Christian. Christian Cage is being discussed internally for a return in WWE. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
We got a report from the Wrestling Observer here saying behind the scenes there was talk of Edge and Christian wanting to team together for one last time or run, but we don't know Christian's contract length and if it would be possible. But those plans are being discussed, at least in WWE. Edge signed a 3-year deal for $3 million per year in early 2020, not too shabby, and likely the time is extended due to injuries, but would be up later this year, so time is running out. Tony Khan had approached him while he was retired to come to AEW. This is Edge we're talking about, but WWE made the bigger offer, and he went to WWE at the time. Christian is, of course, in AEW. He made his first appearance for quite a while on this week's Dynamite. He's back with Luchasaurus, so it looks like he's going to be on TV for the foreseeable at least, but it doesn't mean that he's going to be there. It could match up. It could match up.
I think that when you look at things like legend runs when they come back, they can be quite self-indulgent, or they can seem that way, I guess, from the outside a little bit. But at the same time, we've seen Beth Phoenix, we've seen Edge get in there and momentarily lead a stable, working with Ray. Some just great standout performances, some really memorable moments.
Killing the demon at WrestleMania.
It would be kind of sad, I feel, as a fan, if we had this big monumental return of Edge and we didn't once get a moment with Christian.
Totally.
Just a moment, just a one-night loan. Trade him somebody for a night. Do the TNA.
The fact that they both come out of retirement and they're both doing stuff, but one's there and one's there is a little bit gutting. And I've enjoyed Christian in AEW. I think he's been good value, but the real money is there.
People just want to, just put him in now. Kiss.
It would be great. And I feel like Edge has done practically everything he can do in this return run. So one last go with Christian. Yeah. Oh, I'd really love to. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to see him in a TLC match. I don't want to see him doing anything too bonkers. But
we want to see him in a 45-foot ladder match.
I thought we were going to get it at Mania, which was daft on me.
There were talks that they were flying in Gangrel. There were talks that there was loads of stuff where it was like there's potentially, Brood.
But Brood Edge, right? And he comes out wearing this big bloody disco ball on his head with wings, with a totally different music.
Hey, South of Heaven by Slayer.
Great song, I'm sure, if you're into that. But the only thing that was broody came out of a fire pit. They didn't even have the song. Screw Slayer. Screw you in the comments. We are moving on. Some very disappointing news. It's been a disappointment all round as we talk about Damage Control, who are believed to have split. So again, Observer. In addition, Bayley was told not to go out with Kai and Sky. While not official, there was a belief Damage Control was being broken up, and a tweet from Bayley indicated that Kai and Sky basically looked like enhancement talent in the presentation of the tag match. It's absolutely gutting. I can't believe what a missed opportunity this has been. We were so excited. They got together at SummerSlam. It looked like they could possibly, because of the talent involved, be one of the best women's factions of all time. I genuinely think they could have been amazing.
It was just as you said, the excitement around it, the build. It looked like this was potentially going to be huge, and it was going to be a big statement thing for WWE's women's division as a whole, maybe the women's tag division too. And then here in Bayley, when we went to Cardiff, we went to the BT live podcast style event, The Bump, and Bayley was interviewed there on stage, and just hearing how positive she was toward the idea, it was like, this seems like it's really going to go far. And now it's just been pushed by the wayside, and it
lose all the time. All the time, they were just losing and losing and losing. They could have been really, really special. Well, right, let's look at the positive here. We're going to have Bayley in singles action again. That'll be really nice. And I think you've also got two ready-made stars in. You do,
but I think when you look at it, there's no reason Bayley couldn't have also been competing in singles matches as part of Damage Control.
But I'm just hoping
higher profile ones.
I'm hoping it means a big singles push for the other two involved. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Time will
Things
tell.
are very, very different.
And we've
as
got
of this
a
week.
big announcement later, or a big hello from Triple H, and I guess that's gonna maybe be the start of the direction the future's going in.
So don't expect to see Damage Control as a unit anymore. I think they really pooed the bed on that one.
Just
they
a little
really
bit.
did. Next up, a quick update on former WWE champion Drew McIntyre, who is yet to make a decision on his WWE future. Obviously, his contract is up in the not too distant future, some point this year. And an update here from the Observer. Mike Johnson reported that McIntyre's contract is up at the end of the year, and the two sides are far apart on money.
Yeah.
In checking the story out, McIntyre did tell some of his friends that he didn't expect it to get out, but the story is accurate and there's nothing imminent, as he hasn't made any decisions at this point, and it's a long ways away. So some websites have been reporting that this is coming really, really soon. His contract is up in like 2 days. It's not. There's plenty of time there for them to come to terms. WWE would be dumb to let him go.
Yeah, I mean, especially when it looks like we're going to start getting more regular British major wrestling shows. Like Drew is a draw for us as much as, you know. It's just one of those things where I think, Drew has come back. He went away and reinvented himself. Sort of did the Cody before Cody.
Yep.
And how can you let him go? He's a star.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
He's somebody that you can just chuck in the main event picture at any point.
any
he's
point.
a believable, credible opponent. But
And he'll
also
run with it and he'll rip its hands off as well. He's not just going to sort of jump in. Yeah.
But also, like, he was WWE champ at the worst possible time. And he made the best of a bad situation. He's there in front of absolutely nobody, and he made you feel, didn't he? He was a really good
through
champion.
that camera to you at home.
Yeah. So hopefully they'd be dumb not to.
Yeah,
they'd be
there's
really dumb not to.
negotiation periods, isn't there? It's going to be sorted.
Plenty of time. An update on The Rock, who is challenging Roman Reigns.
That's
maybe.
right. No,
Probably
he's definitely
not.
doing
Who
it. You
knows?
can't tell me otherwise.
Little update here, right? So to say the decision on the finish was controversial at WrestleMania was an understatement, Dave writes. Reigns had pretty much gone through everyone at the top tier on the roster, and with the exception of Gunther, or of course, The Rock. Dwayne Johnson, when he turned down this year due to scheduling, did leave a crack in the door open about possibly doing Philly at WrestleMania 40 next year, but that was far from a commitment and certainly nothing that anyone should count on happening. So we're basically in the same position as we were, but it's interesting to note that there's a crack in the door that The Rock could maybe get his big muscular body through.
Or, if he's in the middle of shooting a film, drift a car into, have like 5 explosions, quickly have the match, and then run out the other side of the arena and keep shooting.
Just squash him.
Yeah.
Like Eric Rowan. Why not? That's what we all want to see.
Rock just turns up, lays Roman out in 8 seconds, walks out with the belt.
We'll see. Speaking of Roman Reigns, he is not planned for an upcoming WWE premium live event, pay-per-view, whatever you're calling them. He is not going to be at Backlash, as of present anyway. Reigns will not be on the San Juan card, or at least that wasn't the plan as of Monday, but he will be doing other major events over the next few months. He's not currently advertised for Money in the Bank either. He's not on any of the advertising materials, unless that's changed.
There were talks Roman was going to be potentially taking or looking to take some time away from wrestling, quite as intensively.
He's already not doing house shows.
He's already not doing, but I think it was more like he was going to step away for a little bit and then come back, but I that's just all conjecture.
There are two sides, aren't there? Because I feel like Roman is a guy who it would be easy to overexpose, and seeing him on TV or pay-per-view feels like a really, really big deal. But at the same time,
they've done a good job of making him feel like an attraction.
At the same time, you want your champion, especially when they're holding both belts.
Yeah.
You want them featured and you want them around, and that's something that Cody could have done. But I'm not going to whinge.
No.
I'm not going to whinge. I'll just go and cry off camera. Thank you very much.
It's all right. The stories never end, Adam.
Yeah, exactly. It's just another chapter. That's it for us today on the news. Join Sam and Fraser tomorrow for your Saturday news. Loads of great stuff coming up over the weekend, as we mentioned. Cultaholic versus Triple Jump on WWE 2K23 in War Games. As well as the World Cup of WrestleMania matches, both on Sunday. So a really stacked Sunday, and we got a few lists going out as well. Have a really good weekend. It's Bank Holiday Friday, isn't it?
Yeah,
and Monday.
enjoy your bank holiday.
If you got the time off, enjoy yourselves.
Eat
If
plenty
you don't,
of discount Easter eggs on Monday. It'd be great.
Exactly. Yeah. Get to Tesco. See you in a bit.